Alright, I just got the 39 in the garage. Man, that was a lot of work by myself. The back tires are flat, so I couldn't get them to roll on my gravel until I got one tire up on the concrete. Then I put it on the rollers. I pushed it in front of my truck, so I'll put in a couple pictures of what that sketchiness looked like. But everything's good, didn't mess anything up, everything's safe. I went very slow, it's in the garage. Time to start taking apart the engine and see what we're working with. So finally get to see if I can build this engine for Trog this year or not. Here we go. Just cleaned up my Trog build. Engine and trans, that is 39 sedan. Doesn't look too bad. I'm not going to use the intake or the heads, obviously, so I don't really care what they look like. Hopefully I can get the engine out today and see what the valves look like and what the block looks like. Hopefully there's no cracks. Wish me luck. So the key to a flathead, right here. This is the key to a flathead. Penetration oil and patience. Be very, very patient with a flathead. Spray everything down, and I would say stay away from impacts, okay? If you want to use this block and if you want it to be quick, not have to drill any studs out, do not use an impact. Take your time. If something doesn't feel right, give it some heat, let it cool down, give it some penetration oil. Heat, penetration oil, heat, penetration oil. Now, when you start using penetration oil and you have to heat something up, put your paint mask on. You don't want to breathe this stuff in once it starts smoking off. Save all your bolts, save all the brackets. I am not going to use this intake, I'm not going to use this heads, but I'm going to keep everything until I'm done with the build. Then I can decide what I can throw away. One thing we do not want to do is break any bolts off this block. You got to remember how old these things are. This one in particular, it's been sitting from a long time. The title, it was last titled in 1949, so I can't imagine how far it's been since, or how long it's been since it actually ran. But thankfully it sat outside with a hood on it, so it wasn't in too bad a shape. Alright, I got all the head bolts out, except for one. It's nasty and very rusty, so I'm going to try an old trick. Trying to see what I'm getting at. It's gotta be a good weld though, I'm just gonna break welds off. Get it while it's hot. Oh yeah. Welded a bolt to a bolt. Okay, a little Deblo action. Hopefully we can see what we're working with. There it goes. a little bit more than sludge. Ugh. Ooh, man. Let's get this gasket off. Oh, yeah, that's some nasty sludge. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not usable. It just means it's going to be one hell of a mess to figure out if this engine's still good or not. Alright, I decided to go ahead and take the heads off because I want to see if this motor is usable before I spend all this time slowly taking it apart, all that good stuff. So I want to make sure it's worth it. So I finally got it, the head's all the way off. Nothing looks like it's cracked. I WD-40'd it, put some penetrating oil on it, cleaned it up. The very last cylinder in the back here was very white and puffy and pretty nasty. Looked like the head gasket blew on it. So hopefully the engine's not in too bad a shape on the bottom side. I'm hoping, since this car, the title is from 1949, it has no registration stickers, that it hasn't ran in a very long time. Maybe it just blew a head gasket, they put it to the side and just never fixed it. So maybe it's a low mile engine with a blown head gasket. These cylinders don't look like they've been sleeved. Here's the rear cylinder on the driver's side. Probably where the head gasket was blown. All the other cylinders on both heads look great. I could probably machine the heads and reuse them, but I'm not going to. I'm putting aluminum fin heads on it, so I'm gonna have some good heads for sale here pretty soon. So here's what we're working with so far. All right, so that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Shoot any comments down in the comment section. Any questions you have, I'll answer every single one of them. Thanks.